Welcome to the Saturday morning preview show here on PLZ Soccer's YouTube channel. I'm Kerry Pollock, Tam McManus and Alan Ruff join me here today. Tam, first game of the weekend, St Johnstone against Celtic. Managerless St Johnstone. Does this job require a certain character to get this team up and running, do you feel?
Yeah, I think obviously they're in a precarious position at the minute, in the bottom two, and they need to start picking up points as far as I'm concerned. They're not going to get anything against Celtic. I think they need to get the right manager in. Obviously I think Scott Brown, according to reports, knocked it back. Peter Leven and Kieran Lynch are the other two they're kind of speaking to, but it needs to be a manager that suits St Johnstone. The way they play, they're going to be battling, scrapping all season. If you're going to get a guy that's wanting to play free-flowing football, I don't think that's going to suit. So you need to get somebody in that's going to get the team organised and get them points, a la Craig Levein. They done that last season, but I don't see them getting anything off of Celtic. I think Celtic will be far too strong and will win the game comfortably, 3-0.
3-0, roughly. Celtic looking to make it 6 wins from 6. Does this squad have what it takes to go unbeaten this season?
On paper you would say yeah, but it won't happen because the other teams have got their act together a wee bit. I think Rangers are more of a force. I think Aberdeen are obviously proven they're a force. Hibs and Hearts still haven't got their act together yet. So I would take it one of these teams would take points off Celtic somewhere. But certainly tomorrow I can't see it happening. I think St Johnstone will be stubborn, and hard to break down. But I think obviously once Celtic break them down, I think they'll run out quite easy winners.
What do you think?
3-0 Celtic.
3-0 Celtic. Right, Dundee take on Aberdeen. Tony Docherty's side, they fell off their high horse a wee bit. Tam, what will it take to knock Aberdeen off their perch? How tough of a task is that?
Yeah, I think it's a really good game. I think Dundee are strong at home. Aberdeen flying, 11 wins out of 11. Come down full of confidence. Supporters will come down full of confidence. But I fancy Dundee get a point out of this game. I think at home they're unbeaten this season, and Aberdeen's bubble's got to burst at some point. I think it might at the weekend. I don't think they'll get beat, but I think it'll be. I think I'm going to go for 2 each. But if Aberdeen win this game, their fans are going to be going through the roof in terms of excitement. So they struggled a wee bit at Ross County to get the last minute goal. I think this will be a similar game, but I think 2 each.
2 each. Do you think Aberdeen will have a say in the title race, Ruffy, this year?
Yeah, I think they will, particularly up at Pittodrie. I think they used to be very, very difficult to beat. Any time Rangers and Celtic went there, they always found it particularly hard. I think they're on a run. We all keep saying, they haven't really played anybody yet, but they're still winning. I think this is the first wee test so that we can judge how good they are. I think everything's going well for them just now. I think they're getting the breaks. I think they're getting Dundee possibly at the right time. So I'm going to go the Aberdeen juggernaut to continue, and I'm going to go Aberdeen 2-1.
All right, just before we move on, Tam, as a striker, Papagay obviously is batting the goals in just now. How much easier or how much better do you feel going out every Saturday or Sunday knowing that you're at the top of your game?
Yeah, doesn't happen to me very often. But yeah, no, you're right. When you're in the right strain of form, scoring goals, you just feel it feels natural. The ball drops to you, put it in the net. When you're going through a lean spell in terms of scoring goals, you maybe take that extra touch, you think about it, and the chance is gone. So the confidence is everything, in footballers in terms of strikers. So he'll feel that anything that drops to him round about the edge of the box or in the box, he's going to score. So flying form. I think he was out on loan last season, Aberdeen. I don't think he was in the picture last season. And he appears to be the main goal scorer this season. So no, I think he's started the season really well. And as I said, I think if he gets chances, he'll take them today.
And from one striker to another, Ruffy, Hearts take on Ross County. But Lon Shankland, have we been too harsh on him? He's yet to score his first goal of the season.
Not harsh. I think himself will know his standards have maybe dropped a wee bit. I think his work rate's still there. He's just not scoring goals. But Sam will tell you, as you're a striker, doesn't matter how good you are. You go through a barren spell. You've just got to keep going. You've got to keep the head down. I think he will eventually score. He probably will score tomorrow. I think the Hearts will win this one quite easily. I mean, Ross County dug themselves out a hole last week, but I think on the evidence of the St Mirren game, I thought that game last week could have went either way, but I'm going to stick for Hearts to win this one quite comfortably, 2-0.
2-0. Sam, what are you going for this one?
Yeah, I think the Hearts, I think they'll get a lift. I don't mean any disrespect to Stephen Naismith, but I think just a different voice, different face this week. I think they'll get a wee bounce from it, and I think they'll win as well. 2-0. I'll go for 2-0 as well, same as Ruffy.
2-0, right, okay. Then Kilmarnock take on Dundee United. Kilmarnock haven't had a win yet either. They've had a bit of an unlucky start to the season. 4 red cards, 6 defeats and 5 draws.
Yeah, the red cards have killed them, to be honest. I think that, in crucial points in games, away to St Mirren, they lost a man early doors. You know, we're unlucky not to get something out of the game. They lost one, I think, at home at St Johnstone, get beat 3-0. So they need to keep 11 men in the park. I think the performance against St Mirren in the previous game was really encouraging for me. They've had a full week of training, as Derek's touched upon, and I'd fancy Kilmarnock strongly in this game to win 2-0.
United just 2 points adrift of Rangers in the table, roughly, but Jim Goodwin feels they haven't been scoring enough goals in the first half. Do you think they need to come out a bit sharper in games?
Yeah, I mean, you have a game plan in any game you go into. You know, they'll see the predicament that Kilmarnock are in now. They're not winning games. He'll be telling his players, look, the fans are a wee bit apprehensive getting into the game. You know, and it depends who scores first in this one. I think if Kilmarnock were to score it, they'll go on and win the game. But I think Dundee United have still got something to offer, so I'm going to go 1 each in this one.
1 each, Tim, what did you say?
2-0 Kilmarnock.
2-0 Kilmarnock. Right, Motherwell take on St Mirren. Best crowd in 13 years last Friday at the quarterfinals. Tam, can that make all the difference for players on the park when you can feel the atmosphere around you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that in terms of a support, particularly your home support, you want as many people as possible there. Fair play to Motherwell, their marketing team. I don't think it was a marketing team. It was just people going out and putting leaflets onto cars and through letterboxes and into schools, and it paid off. That hard work paid off, and they get a big crowd. I don't think there'll be as many at the game today, but I think Motherwell could nick this. I was impressed with them. I thought they were decent against Dundee United in the second half. Lennon Miller's obviously catching the eye in terms of scored the winner as well. So I think it'll be a very close game, but I think Motherwell will maybe just edge it 2-1.
Yes, St Mirren, they're a big physical team, as Stuart Kettlewell pointed out. Do you think that's what's been working well for them this season?
Yeah, I think that was noticeable last week against Hearts. You know, they bullied Hearts, particularly in the 18-yard box. Corners coming in, they were throwing a lot of guys forward and getting a lot of benefit out of that. I don't think there's much between these two sides. You know, obviously Motherwell have got the home advantage, but I think St Mirren will possibly get a draw. I'm going to go 1 each.
1 each then. Finally, Sunday rather, Rangers take on Hibs. Full capacity for both sides, Tam. Were you a bit worried that it wasn't going to get sorted in time?
Yeah, I think the Hibs supporters were. Obviously, I think there's a real core of die-hard supporters at Hibs who want to go to Ibrox, want to go to Parkhead. They want to be there when their team wins. Hibs' record against Rangers in the last couple of seasons has been terrible. It's been shocking. I think the last time they won was Martin Boyle's hat-trick in the League Cup. And they've maybe had a couple of draws, in 2 years, and they've took some really heavy beatings. So I think that Hibs, again, well rested. They've had plenty of time on the training pitch with David Gray. Rangers travelling back from Malmo, obviously, and I still think Rangers have been too strong. I've not been really impressed with Hibs defensively this season, and I just think that Rangers are scoring goals at the minute. I think, sadly, Rangers will win 2-1.
Yes, Tam pointed out there. Positive result for Rangers in Europe. Is there a different pressure in Europe than there is in the league for Rangers, do you feel? They always seem to excel in these games.
In Europe, I think the style of football, the players that they've got suits European football. I think coming back off a European game, particularly with a really good win, the whole place will be buzzing. Nobody will be talking about injuries. Nobody will be want to be left out for this Hibs game. They'll all want to be in the team. I'm like Tam, I'm not convinced Hibs are the finished article. I think defensively they're pretty weak, and Rangers are creating chances. So I think Rangers are going to win this one quite easily. I'm going to go 2-0.
2-0. Right, okay then. Quiz time. Nobody's cheated this week. Back to pen and paper. Fastest answer wins. Right.
Swan neck, yeah.
Name the Premiership's top goal scorer.
Papagia.
Correct. Aberdeen, he's on fire.
If he's just about to do a jobby there, Camden.
1-0,
I've been
Rafi.
getting thumped for weeks.
Right, okay. What year did Hibs last beat Rangers in the league?
God.
In the league, when did they last beat Rangers?
Closest, 2018.
Correct.
I'm a real Hibby. Right, you're just a mercenary. You're a mercenary.
Right, okay.
You're a mercenary.
Alphabetically, which Premiership team comes last?
St Mirren.
Correct.
I was going to say St Johnstone there.
2-1. And name the last team Hearts beat in the Premiership. The last team to beat them.
St Mirren.
Wrong.
Oh. Dundee.
Correct.
He's been cheating. You've showed him the answers.
I
Just to make it less embarrassing, right?
Is that a win?
No, I've got one more question to go.
Double points.
Double
It's
points.
2 each. Double points. Remember, double points last week. Go.
Okay. Wait till I finish the question, right?
Look at him. Get back.
True or false?
Oh no.
Alan Rough made more appearances for Celtic then Tam McManus scored goals for Colorado Rapids?
False.
Correct.
That's false.
It is
How many
false.
games you play for Celtic?
6, 6 or 7.
5 appearances for Celtic. How many goals do you think you scored?
I think I scored 6.
8.
That's
Doing yourself a disservice
remember.
there. Right, well, Ruffy wins the quiz this week.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back.
Happy with that.
Quite happy?
No, I'm just.
No,
I think
not
there's
that.
cheating going on there.
Definitely
I'm not
not.
having them getting. I'm not having them getting St Mirren in alphabetical.
Sore
They
loser.
can't even spell.
Okay, well, we'll have more quiz to go look forward to next week. Thanks for watching.